I'm creating my own world out of it. There hasn't been anybody who will provide entertainment on this level. It's always DJs or magician, but everybody knows about that. Now I'm opening people's minds a little bit of like, hey, we can do something unique. We don't have to do the same thing just because it's been done.
Jordan White is the dynamic founder and host of Gate Entertainment and the Showdown 24. Known for transforming live events into unforgettable game show experiences. With a passion for connection and fun, he brings people together, one trivia night at a time.
Like you said, it's my personality. I've always been just a happy person. I'm always looking for the positives of things. But you're right, I do got to stay on top of these industry changes. But I'm not worried about it because, again, with who I am, I've always been a creative person.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan Van Ornum, back with you for another edition of Scaling Up Success, powered by Synergist. Today I have Jordan White with the Gate, so Games and Trivia Entertainment. He's a funny dude, and I love what he's got going on. Jordan, how are you been, my friend?
What's going on, Ryan, man? Things have been going good, man. I've been having a good time as far as the company's going. Like I'm still spreading that happiness, and that's the big thing that we're trying to do.
So tell the audience what is it that you got going on, man? I love what you do, and dude, I love you. I love your energy that you bring to everything. What do you got going on?
I appreciate that, man. Seriously. So first off, it's important to say I feed off the energy of the people that I deal with. So you like my energy because you have a good energy yourself. So keep that up, man. Seriously. But for everybody else, hey, so I run a company called Gate, stands for Games and Trivia Entertainment. I'm a mobile game show host. Means that I come over to your house, I come over to an event that you have, your workspace, whatever it is that you have, any gathering of people, I provide the entertainment in the form of game shows, trivia, karaoke parties, and now we just launched a new thing called Adult Field Day, which is a fun little way for us to come back as adults and still show that we got a little fighting spirit in us. So I do all of this and I provide it in a fun, interactive like game show style where you're competing against other people and meeting new people, and essentially it's just a team building and a community builder.
Man, I love that. And man, you got such great concepts for what you do. Is it regional? Is it national? How have you built this thing out?
Yes, so I'm in Aurora, Colorado. It's my home base, and I've been branching out to like any parts of Colorado. So since I'm mobile, I'll come to any spot in Colorado. I had one of my clients, they came out for Thanksgiving, and their brother-in-law, he lives in North Carolina. He was like, "Hey man, will you come out? Can I get you to come out for New Year's?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'll be there. Like you just got to pay my ticket, pay my hotel. I'll be there, right?" So yes, it is a regional thing as of right now. However, if you guys want me to come out, I'm mobile, so I will bring everything out to wherever you're at, be it a cruise ship, be it the Bahamas, Vegas, wherever you're trying to party at and have a good time. I'm there to bring that energy with me.
That's what's up right there. So tell me, how is this since you started this? How's your business evolved?
It's been a slow grind because I do weekly trivia right now at a place called Alpha Charlie's. It's in the Centennial DTC area off of Arapahoe and Peoria. So every Tuesday I'm there 7 p.m. and I run a trivia show. So as it is now, it's just been a word of mouth. And although I try to get on Instagram, I try to do the Facebook things, it's the whole purpose of the company was to bring people back together after COVID separated us and taught us that the digital life is sustainable, which it is, and it makes things easy. But at the same time, people don't know how to get back in touch with people anymore because they're like, hey, if I don't meet you online, how am I supposed to meet you? And this is the way of doing that, where it's like I always call it a back door into people's personalities. So yeah, so we bring out. We bring you out to do a trivia game, for example. Let's just say Harry Potter. You like Harry Potter and you feel like you know enough to do a trivia game. Come out to my show and now you meet other Harry Potter fans, and now you just built or enlarged your friend group right there, and it's more powerful. So it's word of mouth more than anything.
I love that. And so much of our society kind of like it was almost fractured when COVID happened. And now I love that you're rebuilding that, one event at a time, man. That's what's up. I love that. That concept is sorely missed, and I love what you're building out to incorporate that back into our society. Thank you for doing that, bro.
Man, sure. I appreciate you saying that seriously, because a lot of times I don't get the recognition for that. But
Well,
and I'm not that out there for recognition. I'm out there to have fun. I'm out here to bring opportunities to other people, and I'm a geek myself. So selfishly, I'm doing it for myself. But no,
so
I appreciate you saying that and bringing that to the spotlight because that's 100% real.
absolutely. So do you have like a favorite trivia night that you'd like to bring to the masses?
Yeah. So of course, like I just said, I'm a geek myself. So I'm a big fan of animes. So I
Okay.
ran an anime trivia where it just had like a collection of everything over the place, right? I ran an Avatar, not the blue people Avatar, the real stuff. The Legend of Korra, the last Airbender.
Let's go.
That was something that I was a big fan of. And so I ran a couple of those trivias and it really brought out the super fans, which was awesome. Man. It was such a fun time. We had fun, we had costumes. So you came in costume, you got extra points. We had some customized prizes. It was a good time. So
I was just gonna say, do you go to like Comic-Con conventions and like are you hook up with those type of groups with that are cosplaying like the Marvel you could have like a Marvel game show, like mobile game show on like a Comic-Con and stuff like that.
yes, that would be amazing with that. What is it? One of the anime conventions out here is called NDK. And I reached out to those the people who run that one. And we had works, but they just never followed through. So I kept reaching out to them, trying to like, hey, I'm ready to do this. Well, talk to me details. But we weren't able to follow through with it. And that was just gonna be like they paid me nothing. And I would just make money off of like $5 tickets for people to come. So I would love to do that because, like you said, that's where they're at. And I used to cosplay as a Aqualad from Young Justice, so dye my hair blonde.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So
So
yeah, my little geek is coming out, but yeah. So no, I'm a fan because in any sort of world, whether it be it Marvel, be it any sort of books that you might have, Harry Potter, whatever the case is, we're all regular people, right? It's just that
right.
we have an interest and we enjoy playing a different role.
Yeah, some people dress up like a Wolverine, it's
That's
all
it.
good.
That's it. Tell me that you don't dress up like Wolverine. Tell me you don't dress up.
Dude, I did I for my real estate company, we ran a trunk or treat every year for like 5, 6 years in a row.
Okay.
I dressed up like Fat Thor of the Avengers. So I either got Big Lebowski, Jesus, or Fat Thor. It was fantastic, bro. We had 4,000 people show up to this thing, and they're like, bro, the only reason is because the Mjolnir that I have behind me, I would
Yep.
walk around with that just giving daps up with it and everything like that. They're like, I thought you were Big Lebowski. I thought you were Jesus. No, I'm Fat Thor.
That is great. That is great, man. What you
Exactly. Exactly. So
and you just prove my point, man. It's fun, man. It brings you back to this happy memory, and you can see on your face right now when you were going through that memory how happy you were with that. Even though they didn't know who you were, you know, they
exactly.
thought
Still got to
they
rock
thought
it
you were
out though.
Jesus who brought his own hammer.
What's up, y'all? That's exactly how you got to do it though, man. And that
Yeah,
the funny thing is when you build that stuff out, you build such camaraderie because people just their inhibitions kind of go away, like their judgments kind of go away. You know what I'm saying?
that's exactly it, man. Like I said, a back door into people's personalities. Now you don't put up that wall, be like, who are you? Like I don't like the way you look. Whatever the case is, man, like you get to meet people, you get to understand the real people, and it's all through games. And it brings back that happiness, that smile. You know what I mean? And that's really all I'm trying to do. So, so yeah,
I love
yeah,
that, man. I love
that's
that.
why I got to see that with you.
Absolutely. So what are you most proud about with this journey that you've been on with this with Gate?
Yeah. So I'm creating my own world out of it. So there hasn't been anybody who will provide entertainment on this level. It's always DJs or magicians or something like that, and which is nothing wrong with that, but everybody knows about that. And so I think that's the thing I'm most proud of is because now I'm opening people's minds a little bit of like, hey, we can do something unique. We don't have to do the same thing just because it's been done. Let me let me think of how I can be creative now too, and now I can do something outside of my comfort zone. And with me creating this path, it's letting people know that it's okay to do that. And it's fun to do that.
I love that. I love that. And being able to step into, like who you are as a person and just run like full speed into that stuff, man, I love that, dude. You were just killing the game with this thing. It's so freaking cool. So
Man, thank you, man. Thank you.
absolutely. So one of the things that I find interesting is like that you kind of talked about a little bit is like how do you stay in front of the game? How do you stay in front of the industry changes? And like and I feel like you're kind of like on the tip of the spear with what you're doing here because you're bringing people back together from the transition that we had from COVID, but in a different way and utilizing your personality, your persona, and bringing people together in that way. But how do you stay in front of industry trends?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Look at you over here thinking. It shows being 100% real, man. I've just been kind of running off of, like you said, it's my personality. I've always been just a happy person. I'm always looking for the positives in things, and that's been my steam that I've been using. But you're right. I do got to stay on top of these industry changes. But I'm not worried about it because, again, with who I am, I've always been a creative person. I always love thinking of variations to things. So if you're doing basketball, for example, we want to do a free throw shooting contest. I'll be like, all right, now we got to do a free throw shooting contest backwards. I just throw on fun little twists, and
Yeah,
I've always done it. So that's what I've been doing to keep ahead because a lot of people, again, we're so programmed into following what has been made, what's been successful before. Let's do that, right? Like let's do it. Yeah, you can do that, but after you get into that groove, create your own little lane a little bit. Like throw little things and test because we know that this is successful. We know that it's been established here. Let's we can branch out and we can come back if necessary. Like that. That's
absolutely.
my
A little
point.
cha-cha slide each way.
Boom. That's it. That's it.
Exactly. I
That's
love
it.
it. Tell me a little bit about like I know what the aspects of what you bring to it, but has technology played a role into what you do and scaling what you do?
Yes. So again, because it's we're in a digital world. AI's running everything right now. You got everybody still used to having their phones in their heads. You can't just make a hard turn without that. So I've been able to integrate bits and pieces of my games so people are able to submit their answers using their phones.
That's
So
cool.
still allows them to have control of like, hey, I still got this glued to my hand, right?
Right.
but now I'm interacting here and then real quick my head's down, and now I'm back into the real world. And that's kind of what I'm doing with as far as with technologies going. But I am fighting against, for example, AI. A
Hmm.
lot of people that they can create AI trivia games by simply chatting into Chat GPT, and boom, it gives you a full on a game. And I played with it. It's powerful. It's a very powerful tool, but you still have to research it
Hmm.
because it'll get things wrong. One of the things that I had a question, I played with it, and I was like, give me a celebrity trivia question from somebody who was born in Colorado. And it kept giving me stuff about Leonardo DiCaprio and Natalie Portman. And I had to research that. And I was like, they're not from Colorado. What's going on? Right. And it didn't give me the one that I was looking for was Don Cheadle. That
Oh
was the
yeah.
guy. That was the guy who I was looking for, right? But it didn't give me anything with that. So it just lets you know that you can't just rely completely on technology ever. And
But you
that's for
can't type it in and just expect that it's going to be perfect every time, bro.
I know we're gonna lose a lot of followers right now off of that.
Do
But
you actually have to fact check?
they're like, forget it. I don't want to do it
I'm
no more.
done. I'm done. I can't handle this anymore.
But yes, no, you definitely have to fact check. Otherwise, you're gonna be running this show and people are gonna be like, oh, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. And that's the worst thing. You don't want to have that in your trivia show.
Getting caught off guard like that. Have you had have you had that happen before?
I have. I have. Yes, I did. It happened with when I pay sometimes I'll pay people to do research as well. So
Hmm.
one of the things that they did for me was Lord of the Rings. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure with it. So, but they came. Luckily, they were still there with me. So as I'm running the show, people be like, "What's this?" And so I look back at them like, "Hey, is that true?" And they're like, "A little bit, but not really." And so they're able to explain it, which is good. But yeah, that's the difference with my shows is that it's always like we have real people who are researching. We have people who are coming up with these questions, and it's not. You still have to have that people aspect. You can add technology, you got to have people still.
You're like, take it to the judges.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Matter of fact, that's exactly the terminology I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna have judges there all the time, and that way I can be the host.
Exactly. Exactly. Like Steve Harvey on the Family Feud, he has the judges every once in a while that has to, decide if that was the right answer or not.
You're right. You're right. Yes. Yep. So that's what I'm trying to do.
I love it. I love
Trying to
it.
do.
So, what advice would you give to someone that's starting on their entrepreneurial journey? Because like there's so many ups and downs along the road, man, and like there's one day you're the hero and the next day you're the scapegoat. So, like what piece of advice would you give to somebody?
Yeah. So I got two pieces of advice on this. Number one is that you have to, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you have to have the ability to think outside the box. And to avoid that cliche and dive a little deeper into that just means that you have to be able to creatively solve problems immediately. So because you're always going to come across a hurdle, but it's up to you to decide whether you need to jump over it, go to the left, go to the right. Maybe it's a virtual hurdle that you can run right through. Like you can come up with ways on how you interact with that next problem, and that's what you have to love that, because that's an uncomfortable thing, and that's where you have to live at, is in this uncomfortableness, and find comfort in being here, because that's all the world's ever going to give you is problems that you have to solve. You have to be used to that, ready for it, and love it.
I love
um,
that answer, man. And you're the embodiment of that answer yourself, dude. And I love what you do, being able to think outside the box with everything you do, being able to scale in different ways and find new avenues for growth. So fantastic work in what you're doing. How can people get a hold of you? How can people want to your services? Tell the people what where they can find you, my friend.
yes sir, yes sir, thank you for that. Yeah, so first off, you want to jump on my website. It's going to be gamesandtrivia.org. Gamesandtrivia.org will pull you up there. And from there, it has all my contact information, where you can reach me through email. You can reach me through phone calls. You can even see our schedule, events that we have coming up that you can show up to, especially if you're in the Colorado area. Yeah, and that's going to be the best spot. You can also, matter of fact, I'm not even going to give all my social media handles. When you go to the website, scroll to the very bottom, and it's going to have all of our handles for social media. And it's also going to have our YouTube game show that we have called The Showdown. The Showdown.
What?
So we currently have 5 episodes of that out here right now. We're always looking for contestants. So if you guys want to be on a local game show, have a chance to win some prizes and support some local businesses, then yeah, make sure to take a peek at The Showdown. And that's on YouTube, The Showdown 24, the 24, all one word, no spaces.
Awesome. Why do you gotta holler at your boy? Like not even get a chance to be on the game show, bro.
Listen, man, I feel like you would steal the show from me, man. Like you got too much personality.
Oh, come on now, man. We'd have a good time.
No,
It'd be
we
great.
would. We would. So first of all, our episode can't be live. We have to make sure we edit up right.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it, my friend. Awesome. Love having you on the show. We'll definitely let's definitely hit it up again soon. But thank you so much for being a part of scaling up success, and nothing but success for you in the future, my friend.
Thank you so much. And of course, same to you guys. You guys at home, thank y'all for watching. Appreciate you.
Awesome. Ryan Van Ornum, Scaling Up Success, powered by Synergist. Jordan White with Gate. Thank you so much for your time, and looking forward to nothing but continued success in your future, my friend.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Bye.
All right. Take care.